Hi, Michael Kent with RE/MAX. Thanks for taking a second to watch this video. One of the purposes of these videos is just to kind of keep my clients and friends updated what's going on in the real estate industry, and also kind of just familiarize you with the process. You know, myself and my team, we do this every day, but a lot of you out there maybe do this 4 or 5 times your entire life. One thing that keeps coming up with a lot of my customers that I want to talk about today was the inspection process. When a buyer and a seller come to an agreement on a contract, the buyer has a 10-day inspection period to inspect the property. So there's 3 numbers I always tell people to remember: 10, 5, and 5. And I'll explain what these mean. 10 days, the first 10. A buyer has 10 days to do the inspection of the property. Now, typically a buyer hires a home inspector to look at the property, look it over, but it's not always just the inspection of the home. If a buyer wants to check out the schools, maybe check out the area, check out if there's any registered sex offenders in the area, the buyer has 10 days to complete that. Within that 10 days, the buyer will submit a request to the seller. Okay? If they accept the property, no repairs requested, you're done. Your inspection's done, the deal moves forward. Very rare that happens. Typically, a buyer will ask for the seller to make some repairs. The seller, once they receive the 10-day inspection period request, they've got 5 days to respond to that, where they can say, yes, we will do these things, we'll fix them. If they say yes, the deal moves forward, inspection process is done. A lot of times the seller will say, no, we're not doing anything, or they may say, we're going to do this, this, and that, but we won't do this, this, and that. They may not agree to it fully. So once the seller responds back to the buyer, then the buyer says, yes, we want to move forward with the deal, or we want to cancel the deal. So that's the process. 10 days to do an inspection for the buyer. Buyer sends a request to the seller. Seller has 5 days to respond to the buyer. At that point, buyer has 5 days to say, yes, let's close the deal, or no, let's cancel. If you have any questions about this process or anything else with the escrow process, feel free to reach out to me directly. Michael Kent with RE/MAX.